going on, everybody? Shout out the NFL community. We have made it another week into the season. We've got the conference championships now. We had to get the pod going. As of today, Nathaniel Hackett has signed with the New York Jets, so it's kind of a Aaron Rodgers emergency pod. Where is Aaron Rodgers going? Is he going to the Jets? Is Lamar going to the Packers? Is Derek Carr going to the Saints? Like, what is going on right now? Basically, we're trying to find crazy news to talk about because we've got 2 games on the slate this week. We got 2 Sunday games. Obviously, we got the NFC and AFC championship games. We're both excited. We're all
Hey, Galvin,
excited about
I just noticed. Why are you wearing a Josh Allen jersey?
Well, this is my first of the collection of Joey B's his killed opponents, and next will be hopefully the Mahomes jersey. And
You have a Mahomes jersey?
After that will be the Brock Purdy jersey. I'm gonna have to get all of them after the Bengals run the table. And they're all gonna be red for the blood. The blood that Burrow caused.
Joey B's out for blood. I like that. I mean, I guess let's start off with a little bit of last weekend. Maybe we could go over Jags Chiefs, yay or nay? Like kind of mid, right?
I mean, they put up a fight.
Yeah,
but
Mahomes
like,
got hurt.
Yeah,
they put up a fight when Mahomes got hurt. I don't know. It should have been better than it was, in my opinion. Like that seemed very exciting going in, but oh well. Chiefs move on to play in Arrowhead. What did we have on Saturday? We had, what was that, Giants Eagles on Saturday night?
Yeah, that was
Does anybody even remember one play from that game?
Boston Scott scored a touchdown.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts scored one.
Or
Nick Sirianni went fucking nuts. And you put in that Dream Chasers chain. That was crazy.
Gainwell score one. Kenneth Gainwell, is he?
I don't know.
See, like that game, it was boring. That game was it was a blur to most of us. We go into Sunday. We had what in the morning? We had what should have been probably more exciting.
Touchdown.
Game
Gainwell had 121 yards. Kenneth Gainwell. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Nah, what was that noise?
Yo, we just turned on their air conditioner, bro.
Nah, that was crazy. All right, hold on. Yeah, I think that we were all kind of looking for that to be like a game of the year type game, and it kind of just ended up being terrible. And I think the better part of that game was the drama. We had like the DeMar Hamlin clone debate, like if that was really him at the game.
That was so dumb in my opinion.
What? Dumb in what way? You think he was there?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Like, what reason would they have to like fake that?
There was released of him walking in the tunnel with none of that stuff on. Like, it was just dumb speculation. Like, he was. I don't know.
I think it's connected to Andrew Tate.
The Matrix. The Matrix.
Nah. I don't want to get my hands dirty in that conversation. They might be coming for me next. What else happened in that game? That Jamar Chase touchdown was a touchdown. The second one, he survived the ground with it. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, it's kind of funny. They were just showing it on replay. They're like, it's not a touchdown. They were trying to help the Bills. I think that's kind of a testament to how bad the Bills are. Like, the refs were trying to help them. It was in Buffalo. You have Diggs yelling at Josh Allen. He's out of there. He's out of there. What are we thinking on the Diggs situation? I think he's out of there.
Well, it's just like that clip that everybody's seen in specific where Allen just was like ignoring him, and Diggs just throws his hands up. Like, it's actually sad to see because they were really close, and they you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And then there's the Eli Apple trolling Diggs on Twitter.
Yeah,
Eli Apple has been reckless.
That is pretty funny in my opinion.
Yeah, he was saying they need to be in couples therapy, like just all this funny stuff. And then in the presser, this clip surfaces of the GM saying, well, at least my team didn't have to suck to get a guy like Jamar Chase. And then it's funny because that pick that was used by like the Vikings to select Jefferson was literally Buffalo's pick. Like
Yeah, so they
the
couldn't.
Bills want to act like they didn't lose 4 Super Bowls in a row, that they haven't done anything. Like the Bengals in Josh Allen's time in the NFL, the Bengals have made it farther than he has.
Yeah,
I feel like the GM of the Bills is just a bit salty. I think it was a bad look on his part.
I
That
mean,
take kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
it's like everybody so heavily favored the Bills. Even the whole season, Bills were Super Bowl favorites, and then even going into this game,
Yeah.
it's just kind of
I mean, it was the most confusing line all weekend, like 6 points.
yeah.
It was like 6 points. Like where like what constituted 6 points?
I mean, Bills by 6, Bengals ended up winning by what, 17? Like I
Yeah.
don't.
27-10, right?
Yeah, it'd be different if Bengals won off a field goal in that like the line. Like I don't know.
And I also think it's funny that they dropped, the MVP candidates. We have Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Jefferson, and Hurts. And I just think it's funny when you think about like the quarterbacks in there.
I mean, one of
Josh
those
Allen's
teams
the one
win the
quarterback
Super
that's
Bowl.
not
And,
in there.
yeah,
So
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, he's good, not to take anything
It's
away,
just too many
but
turnovers.
yeah. And just
we should have known that game against.
they run like they were like at a point they're just like just run verts. Just Cole Beasley go downfield. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
They
but
played a really confusing game. Should have played better in my opinion. After that game Sunday night, we had, which honestly, and I'm gonna say that this is kind of for all 4 games, could have been a way better game.
yeah,
The
I don't feel like
Cowboys produced like little to no offense. Dak looked terrible. Did
That was
Kellen
tough.
Moore get fired already?
I don't think so.
Their OC, because I don't know. I mean, I see a little bit of Cowboys Twitter. They're trying to place blame on the OC. They don't really want to blame Dak as much. Like, what do you guys think about Dak's performance in that game?
I don't know. Like I honestly don't like
He's not good.
for them to say like I don't know all the things about there's so much like there's a lot of people who defend Dak and like it's just like how can you continue to do this?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
this is
and
the best their team's ever been.
yeah, they want to make up so many excuses. They're like, oh well, like if we had this, I tweeted jokingly, oh they would have won if they had OBJ, and I tweeted like a picture of OBJ in a Cowboys jersey because they just have so many reasons about what more they need or what they could have done. Like, bro, you have a 12-win team. Like, what do you need more than that? Like, you can win 12 regular season games in a pretty good division.
Dak's the
Like, you had some
problem.
pretty good games.
I
Yeah,
mean, you
he hasn't had a game. He hasn't gone more than 2 games without a turnover in his career or something. I heard, and I don't know. He just turns it over too much.
like to see what they did against the 49ers, like they would never beat Philly. Never.
No.
Like the fact that people even wanted that as a matchup and that like I don't know. And then I see this thing Dallas fans want the Eagles to go beat the Niners for some reason, even though that's their divisional rival. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, that's weird.
Weird, right?
That's weird. Like I feel like your logic's got to be if I lose to this team, I hope they win the Super Bowl because then it's like, well, we were the second best team.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I'd ever see any Philly fans wanting Dallas to win the Super Bowl. So,
Never.
So it's weird.
I mean, 49ers, like,
I mean, there is a rivalry there, but like,
okay, so like the 49ers, pretty good defense. Brock Purdy, I feel like looked so good up until this game. He just looked like mid for a quarterback.
yeah.
I mean, there was like that. The biggest play I felt like they had on offense was the George Kittle play where he bobbled it for like 5 extra yards. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't really. Is Debo hurt?
No.
Is McCaffrey
so.
hurt?
No.
Like what? Like where were they in this game? You know what I'm saying?
Just a closer game. The Cowboys defense isn't bad. Like
I mean, I don't think they're bad, but I just think that the 49ers offense has been a lot better than what we saw, even against good defenses. But
I mean, yeah, McCaffrey had 57 scrimmage yards and Debo had 56 scrimmage yards.
Yeah, so like kind of held those big playmakers to like smaller plays.
Like
I
Elijah
guess.
Mitchell made like the game clinching first down. So like
Yeah.
I think they were probably just saving.
I mean, they do that
the
every
cap
year.
hit.
Like, what was it, Raheem Mostert last year? Like, they're just like, let's have a guy that can come in when our all-star is done.
That's also the thing about
That was their guy last year.
Niners, though, is their defense gets
True,
stuck
they didn't even
on.
have McCaffrey last year. That's so crazy they have McCaffrey. All right. And what else do we have that happened this week? So Nathaniel Hackett did go to the Jets as an OC. What is there reports that like Zach Wilson and Rodgers are friends? The Packers have said they're not trading him into the NFC anywhere.
If the
He's gonna
Packers
be
can get
going
2
AFC.
first rounders for him, I'd do it in an instant.
I think if you're
That's
the
insane.
I would.
if you're the Jets,
honestly,
you do
I'm
that.
ready. I'm ready to
2
see
first
him.
rounders for a guy that's about to be 40 is awesome.
Do you
And
think
I'd
the
love to see
Titans
him
are
play
a
for the
potential
Jets. I
team?
love
Right.
the Jets. I would not be upset about rooting for the Jets with Rodgers on.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that the Titans would be a potential trade option with the Packers?
What are they gonna give? Like, I just feel like there's not.
Yeah, that's kind of my concern too. And also, I feel like the Jets. Does that really fix all their problems? Like,
that is
can
their missing
Rodgers to
piece.
Garrett Wilson be like a connection that's like game changing?
I mean, think
You
about
guys
this.
think so?
You have Brees Hall coming back next year.
Yeah.
You have a crazy defense.
Yeah.
That can get you stops. Like,
I think a lot more of it is the defense.
all the Jets need is that quarterback. Like,
Yeah.
how many? They got 7 wins this year with Mike White and Zach Wilson. You put Rodgers.
And like their wide receiver core is young, but it's Corey Davis,
That's a good point, Gavin.
Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore. Like that's a good receiving.
Yeah, honestly, now
And they'll probably go get someone.
When I think about it like that, if they could get 7 wins, and maybe their schedule will strength the schedule. There's always variables, but like Aaron Rodgers in that offense with a play caller he's been with before
that got him 2 MVPs.
Yeah, that could be a connection. If you're the Jets, on
I would do it.
Perspective, you do it from a business perspective. You want a guy like Aaron Rodgers to play for your team. That's like one of the greatest guys of all time.
If the Packers want Zach Wilson, send him.
I don't think they would.
I don't think they would.
No, they go with Love. I think you just stick.
I think
with
you
Love,
have
right?
to stick with Love.
I don't know. Maybe sign Lamar.
I mean,
maybe sign Lamar. Do you guys have money like that?
Ravens are gonna tag him, right? Well, I mean, we would be.
Yeah, but the Ravens are probably gonna tag him and then trade.
I think if they tag him, he holds out.
They just won't let him walk. He won't hold out. They'll just tag him and trade him. Like even if they know they're not gonna get a deal done, they'll still tag him and trade him, so that they can get something out of it.
Yeah. An unfortunate business. I think that I've heard some things that Tom Brady, a potential destination for him is the Tennessee Titans. I think
and Niners and Dolphins.
Niners and Dolphins. But the Dolphins got to make a choice. Like they've got Tua. Do they want to trade him and go with Brady? The Niners, that would work like literally perfectly for Brady. That would.
I think Niners they are gonna look at Brady if they don't win the Super Bowl. But if they don't win the Super Bowl, stick with Purdy. I mean, if they do win it, stick with Purdy. He's your guy. Or Lance.
No, Trey Lance is not good. I'm anti-Trey Lance. I'm
not against Trey Lance, but I mean, I would keep him or trade him. If Purdy wins the Super Bowl for them, you got to stick with Purdy. But having him and Lance in the same room, I don't think that's horrible.
I mean, but it's like Nick Foles. Just because Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, do you stick with Nick Foles?
No, but that's different.
Yeah, I guess that is.
They paid their guy.
Yeah.
Also, I think if the Niners stick with Brock Purdy or get Brady, I would look for the Dolphins to trade for Trey Lance, Mike McDaniel, and they might need a guy.
You don't even want to rush Tua, but at the same time, you have to move on.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a ongoing situation.
They had a playoff team this year.
And you still have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
I mean, let's say in another universe, Tua doesn't take those hits, and he's just balling. The way the Bills, well, not even that, but they go up against the Bills. They could have beat that Bills team. The way the Dolphins were playing earlier in the year.
Oh yeah.
It
would have been in Miami.
Even the Skylar Thompson team could have beat that Bills.
Exactly. I'm saying you put Tua in that game and they're not winning like at home. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Unfortunate with Tua this season.
So they honestly, as much as it sucks, you have to move forward with your team. You have two, like what 1,000 yard per season receivers.
Yeah, they were like what, like the first, like one of three sets of teammates to combine for like 3K receiving yards or something.
Yeah, like
Just like dummy stats.
come on.
Sean Payton to the Broncos is another rumor we've got right now. How
Russell
realistic is
Wilson
that?
wants him to fix it. I think that's probably the most realistic one right now.
So, but he would
Panthers
have to
got
get.
Frank Reich, so they're out.
Yeah, that's really interesting. What was dude's name that took that job?
What job?
The Matt Rule job.
Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go with him. Maybe is that guy still there? Like I'd hope. Like
I'd
Frank
assume
Reich
so.
isn't a
I'm not
good
sure.
coach to me. I don't know how y'all feel about that,
I
but
don't know.
like
I
I
mean,
would
he
be
has
like,
ties. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
he was the
he
OC when
quarterbacked for
Philly
them or
won.
something.
I don't know.
Oh, whatever.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it in the NFL news. I think if the points swung back in the favor of the Chiefs, I think Mahomes' injury stuff should like be fine. Like he should be playing, just staying in the pocket. So I think that injury wise, there's not
It'll
much.
prohibit him a bit, but he's still Mahomes.
He just like won't be able to extend plays with his legs as much
Plus,
if he tries to do
Chad
all that.
Henne can get the job done to an extent, and Mahomes, like, he's going to put his body on the line because then he has a break for 2 weeks till the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
They
that's true.
win.
If they win. But I guess let's get into it then. Sunday at 2 o'clock Central Time, Gavin. It's 1 o'clock for you. Gavin's somewhere he's in a monastery out in mountain time. So,
Yeah.
he's getting times confused now. We got the 49ers in Philadelphia. The Eagles are a 2.5 point favorite, over under 46.5 points. Fellas, how are we feeling about this game? We got two juggernauts on both sides of the ball here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hate it. I hate that I have to pick between one of these teams.
same. This is
Like,
tough. I think this one's tougher than the other one.
It
For
feels
sure.
like they were meant to play this game in the NFC Championship.
I mean, it is nice knowing, like, all year it was just the two best teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, once the 49ers got on that win streak, like it was just like, all right, they're gonna cruise to another NFC championship game somehow. It was just kind of guessing who's the other team gonna be. And you want to give in to every underdog, but at the end of the day, like it was always gonna be this Eagles team that was the best in the NFC the whole year.
Yeah, for sure. No, like
And
no debating that. We all
and they have not played. They did not play this season, right? I think
no.
I
No.
checked that. They have not. So like Jalen Hurts just turning up this year. I don't know. Like when I go from the quarterback to quarterback argument, I'm already like favoring the Eagles. I think that AJ Brown could be way more effective. I mean, Devontae Smith, dude, that guy's just he catches it wherever it is. He's kind of, he's bailing out Hurts if he needs to. I just think the run game is hilarious for the Eagles because they'll be like, all right, like Hurts is running, Sanders is running, Gainwell's running, Boston, whatever, is running. Like it's crazy. Gonna pound them with offense. I know that they're playing against like what? Who's the best defense? The Eagles or the Niners? Like,
Niners.
yeah. So, but I think the offense will be able to get it done here. I mean, on the Niners side of the ball, I think it just comes down to those big plays with like Debo, you handing it
Kittle.
off and Kittle. I think Kittle, you have
Ayuk.
to just hit Kittle. Dude, Ayuk is so good. He's so good. You just
I think
gotta
Kittle is, like,
you need these
awesome, though,
playmakers.
for these young quarterbacks like Trey Lance and Brock Purdy because he's, like, your safest option. And, like, that one crazy catch last game, like, that was him on the run. That wasn't the route. Like, he just made that decision because he saw open space and they made a play. Like, I
That's
think
just crazy.
that's going to be important if the Niners can do this.
Yeah, I think from like the offensive side of the ball with the Eagles, like you're just looking to play like slow. Like just pound it, and then like boom, maybe big play to AJ Brown or something. Who knows? But I think if you're the Niners, like, bro, you just gotta get it down there. Like, just get Christian McCaffrey like on one of those random 40-yard runs he can get. I think you need to have those big like plays if you're the 49ers going into this game, because you're going into Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? In a win or go home situation, like that's not an easy place to play. Like those fans is gonna be green in there. That's far away from Santa Clara, you know.
Niners fans travel well. I guarantee you that it'll be red. It'll be a little red.
You think so?
I don't think it'll be completely green. Niners fans travel well.
Yeah, they'll travel for this game. Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, I think it'll be green, but you'll see red. You'll see red out there.
So I guess at the end of this game, who do y'all think will be the NFC champion?
So my gut tells me Niners, and I don't know it's because I have the sweet spot for the Niners because they've covered every single game of playoffs, and I've taken them. So I don't know if there's something about me just seeing them win and win and win. I haven't really been on the Eagles too much, but I know what they have. I just look at both of these teams, and I'm like, they're both high-powered offenses. I mean, you look at the Eagles, and you have Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Hurts, who can do it all. And then you look at their defense, and you have, like, top-tier cornerbacks and rushers. Like, well, when you go to the Niners side, you have a quarterback who's worse. Probably. I mean, he's worse. Let's just be honest. And then you look at the receiving core. You have Kittle, who can usually just get those first downs, get extra yards, get yards after contact. You have Debo, who can do it on both sides of the ball, and Ayuk, who's a pretty good receiver. And then you pick up Christian McCaffrey, who's probably like having one of the best seasons. Well, because he's been injured, right? So like he's having his season. And there's something about this Niners team and Brock Purdy and them. They haven't like lost a game with Purdy, so
yeah.
Or
yeah,
I don't know if that's right, but they haven't.
They haven't. He's 6-0 in his starts so far. I'm pretty sure.
No, 7-0 now.
7-0 now.
Yeah.
No, I'm feeling the same way. Like I don't know what to do because earlier in the year, like as soon as Jimmy G came in, I was like, oh, Niners are the team to win the Super Bowl.
All right. Well,
but then, not like I want to go Eagles. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I haven't made my pick yet.
I'll be the one to pick it first then, and I'm gonna go with the 2.5-point Eagles. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. Fly, Eagles, fly. I mean, they're gonna be in Philadelphia. Got an electric offense. It's gotten you this far. You won the most games in the NFL or whatever you were this year. Like, come on, don't play with me.
I'm gonna choose the Eagles as well because they have two of my top 3 favorite players in Gardner Johnson and AJ Brown, so they're gonna get rings. Yeah, after winning this game, maybe.
The Eagles have all these guys. Who's what is dude Lane Johnson? Like he literally is. This guy needs surgery or whatever, and he's still playing. Like I don't know, man. The spirit is different in Philadelphia. I'm gonna run with them. I feel like they haven't really. They kind of destroyed my dreams of the Giants last week ever going to the Super Bowl, and I kind of examined how dominant they were. So I think I'm running with the Eagles.
Can't do it. I'm taking Niners officially. There's just something like I don't know what it is. If it's I think the Eagles are gonna win, but I don't trust them.
46.5 points.
Those are both the 2 best teams in the NFC by far.
I'm gonna go with the Niners.
46.5 points, Gavin. How you feeling about an over/under?
It's gonna be like 20-17.
Yeah, I feel like they'll definitely cover that 2.5 as long as it doesn't move too much. 2.5, 3. I think it'll be fine. Sunday, 5:30. We got the Bengals at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by a singular point right now, according to FanDuel. That's where I got the odds from. Over under 47.5 points. People have been saying that it's called Burrowhead. Fellas, who wants to take us away on this game?
Well, the whole year I've been saying the Chiefs are my Super Bowl pick, and I don't know what to do. I think that they're no longer my Super Bowl pick, unless if they win this game, they're my Super Bowl pick. But but I do think the Bengals can do it. I think even though Mahomes is saying he's walking fine, he's doing whatever, dude. You don't just go from not being able to like play, like you're limping, and then you don't just go to 100% in 1 week. I don't feel
I
like
mean,
that.
he was wearing a walking boot all week. Like he was basically running off of adrenaline and stuff in the game.
Yeah,
Like, he couldn't walk on it.
they're rehabbing him as much as they can. He's not gonna just bounce back to 100%. Mahomes is gonna be Mahomes. They're gonna get shit done in this game. I mean, and then there's the whatever you want to call it. Joey Burrow's 3-0 against Mahomes, but that Baker Mayfield's 3-0 against Joe Burrow. So if we're gonna use that, I don't really want to use that. But I think Joe Burrow very comfortable, and he's been the way Burrow plays is just so different than anything I've seen. He comes into every game so comfortable, just gets it done, and there's not ever really, like he's just a good quarterback. He comes in with this energy where it's different. I feel like Mahomes now is like, all right, like they're coming back, they're coming to us at home, like pressure's on. I gotta fix this ankle up. I gotta get to 100%. And Burrow's just gonna come in cool, calm, throw his touchdown like he did in the Bills game. He just came out right away, dotted up, seen Jamar in the end zone, and they bring that energy.
So who do you like in this game then?
The Bengals. I do, and again, I rode with them all the way thus far.
Yeah, I mean, the most wild underdog last week, like, didn't make any sense line of the week. I will take them to win this game straight up. I'm not doubting the Bengals. They went to the Super Bowl last year. In ways, it seems like they're so much better than they were last year as well. I mean, they didn't win their division last year, right? They came in as a wild card, I believe.
I forget.
I think the Ravens won the division now.
Yeah,
Ravens were not in the playoffs because they were the 2 seed because they played the Raiders, who were the 7th.
So yeah,
no, because they played.
No, what seed? Or were the Raiders? Seed were the because Bengals played Raiders wild card and then they played Titans in Nashville in their division.
Yeah.
Titans had the bye. Titans were the 1. Were Bengals?
Yeah, Titans had to have been the 1.
I don't know. Whatever. Bengals were like
whatever.
3.
Bengals, you know, they're like, we're going back to the Super Bowl. I think it's like once you reach that mentality of like, bro, we're the team who was in our conference, who represented the conference in the Super Bowl last year, like, and I don't know, like, I don't want to be the, they don't have Tyreek Hill guy, but like, bro, like, don't think the Chiefs. I mean, they have Pacheco, they got some guys, but they don't have like they had a full strength team last year, right? When they lost.
Okay, so real quick, the Bengals were the 4 seed, the Raiders were the 5 seed.
Okay, so that was like the 4-5 matchup. Okay, so the Bengals, you know, division winner 2 times in a row. Yeah, they're winners. Like these guys are going back to the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't think there's much to say about like the Chiefs besides I hope Mahomes plays well.
Like,
but the Bengals, dude, they're just so much better.
I don't know. I hate both of these. Like,
yeah, I hate to do this because I hate when we all like ride on the same pick.
I knew it was gonna do that too.
But it's so Bengals like
When
these are the 2 best quarterbacks in the league by like a mile. Like it's these 2 and then a wild gap, and then like someone else. And then I don't even know. I think this Chiefs team, I do like the move to move on from Tyreek and like start building something else, but they're still gonna need another guy. And they don't have that right now. They have like just a good system and good coaching. And so I just think this Bengals team is just I think it's just better than them. Like the Chiefs defense is not bad, but it's younger, and I think like Jamar and T Higgins and Hayden Hurst and Mixon, like they're gonna destroy them.
Weapons.
Well, not destroy, but they're gonna beat them.
Yeah.
The
I
Burrow
don't know.
effect.
It's just like Jamar Chase is just a different breed of like receiver, bro. Like he's just open. You can't tackle him. I mean, they can't tackle Joe Mixon right now. Nobody can tackle Joe Mixon right now. Like he's just extending. He's just getting first downs. Just like they're just moving it on defense. Their guys have been stepping up. Even people want to make the argument like in the fourth quarter, like Joe Burrow's not as good. Like he's never really had to have like that clutch of moment so far. Besides, like his defense came up with the interception in the overtime last year. So like
Yeah,
people
clutch
like to
moments
hate.
last year though.
Yeah, people want to hate. I think there's also been a conversation if Joe Burrow goes back to the Super Bowl, are people going to start hating him because he's so good? Like,
I think he will finally get his respect as well.
yeah, that's
I
what
think
I'm
he's too
thinking.
likable.
I
I think
think,
everyone
I
loves him.
think, yeah, I think just from a personality standpoint, out of everyone that's left, I want Joe Burrow to smoke a cigar with a Super Bowl trophy.
Right, that's already what I'm picturing. Like him
Like
holding the
that
trophy,
would
the
just be so
Lombardi.
epic. Like as a fan, how can you not cheer for that moment? And for the city of Cincinnati, who I guess have they ever had a Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
If that would be their first in franchise history, I'm all for that. So I'm gonna take Bengals outright in that game and outright to win the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah. I hate to do it. I really do.
Because Patrick Mahomes will be unveiled as the MVP of the league as well.
Yeah, it's like that's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Like, that's why I hate both of these because it could literally very well just be Chiefs Eagles, and I have a future on that. I'm pretty sure I have like a $1 future for Chiefs versus Eagles.
How much would that be worth?
Let me check right now. Like
I
20
mean,
bucks or
you
something.
can talk me into cheering for that.
Nah.
But I
Well,
don't know. No, I'm
the Super-
definitely gonna ride. I think out of both of these
oh
games, like
no,
which one?
it's
What?
Eagles, Bengals, or Niners, Chiefs. Are the two
So you have the rematch or the Eagles Bengals. Okay. All right. Well, out of both of these games, so Gavin, you had what? The Niners Bengals?
Yeah, it's just same as last week, which is
Yeah.
honestly why I
Who would win that Super Bowl for you?
Oh, the Bengals. It has to be.
Ben, Eagles, Bengals, who would win the Super Bowl for you?
Bengals.
Yeah, for me, like I think Eagles, Bengals, like I think the Bengals come away with it. I do think it's close though. I think we're gonna have a lot of close games on our hands. I think the
Well,
next
the
three
thing
games
is,
will all be
divisional
close.
weekends are normally the best weekend of football all year. This past divisional weekend was not it. So I
I
think
think this might be it.
we paid our dues. So we're gonna get
This
something
is
good
where
this
like we're
weekend.
gonna have a team score like 20 points in a fourth quarter type game.
Yeah.
Swear, it's coming.
Type beat, yeah.
So these overs are hitting.
I think it's both overs. I think it's both overs. I think
I don't in the first game. I think the defense is gonna be.
I don't know. Make sure to follow us on socials. We'll be cooking something up. Follow us on
Got some
Twitter. We
fucking-
got all the at names down
Oh
here.
yeah.
Make sure to be following NWH Pod on everything for seeing clips. Thank you everybody who's been keeping up with us, supporting the pod, supporting what we doing out here. We just love football. We're trying to just shoot the shit with the boys, spread the love, help you guys maybe get some insight on this. It's been a great
Yeah.
season, and after this weekend we got the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl, but there ain't much left until it's just like a football black hole. So enjoy it while you can. Make sure to have
Yeah.
fun on Sunday, everybody.
Watch with your friends and family. Just have a good time.
Yeah. Don't miss out.
Peace out.